Axar is the perpetrator of the largest genocide this country has ever seen, and you do not know his name, but that just changed today. It turns out he's the boss of Anthony Fauci, he's the boss of CDC, he's the boss of NIAID, he's the boss of NIH, he's the boss of the FDA, and guess what? He's the first guy that the FBI should cuff, lock up, and put in prison for the rest of his life. And don't think I'm actually advocating justice for the sake of justice. I'm advocating justice because the minute we actually have the first felony conviction, as it turns out, the emergency use authorization cannot stand if the basis of it was a felony, and that's written into the law. We have one focus. We have one silver bullet. And I am waiting for one AG in this country to stand up and be accountable for the lives that are being lost. There are 2 websites right now, by any grace of God, in the next 5 minutes or 10 minutes or hour, there's going to be 100 websites like this, because what I conveniently did for every attorney general, for every U.S. attorney, for every law enforcement agent in this country, what I did was I went ahead and drafted the indictment notice. The United States of America v. United States of America v. Axar, defendant. Anthony Fauci, defendant. Peter Daszak, defendant. Ralph Barrick, defendant. FDA, defendant. CDC, defendant. NIAID, defendant. Moderna, defendant. Pfizer, defendant. We are going to do the following. You are going to print that document and you're going to deliver it to every attorney general in every state. You're going to deliver it to every U.S. attorney. You are going to put them on notice that from this day forward, and literally from this minute forward, every death is on their hands because they can do something about it. And they have chosen now 4 times in 4 meetings, they have chosen to say, Dave, this is a political, not a legal issue. And that's a quote from AG's offices. Make it a legal issue. And if they haven't made it a legal issue, if you haven't heard that an AG met with me, make it a political issue next year. Ladies and gentlemen, we the people can do something. You now are entrusted with much. And to quote that beautiful narrative in the Gospels, when you have been entrusted with much, even more is required. All felonies, all punishable by up to 99 years in prison and up to $100 million fine. And I'm going to tell you today that anybody who works with me on this case has to agree to the following. All of the proceeds that we get from the collections of this lawsuit, and I mean all of them, are going to go to a vaccine injury fund. Those people need our help. And every dollar that is ever collected is going to go to make sure that we the people honor the fact that real humans have suffered under the hands of a colluding set of conspirators who now it's on us to make sure go away forever.